Bring this mic back on. Yeah. Welcome to the live stream of the Girls Prospect Relays. We are in the thick of the open 100 meters. So we'll do our best to bring those to you today. Not going to do a crazy call for all of these, but we are going to be able to watch all the girls run, be able to put the results up on the screen. See heat 4 ready to begin here. A little bit of a fall there at the end of that race. I hope she's okay. Let's see if we can get our results here as they come up. Madison Johnson with the win there from Rockton Hononegah in 15:28. Hope young lady's all right there. She looked like lane 2 or 3 fell there. Heat 5 of 7 up on the track. Clean start. Look like lane 5 there. Isabel Lenarchik, 14:38. Our leader so far through 5 heats is Esther Kim from Glenbrook South, is sitting there with a 14:03. So solid time for her. We'll see if that holds up. We have 2 more sections to go here. You see the results of Heat 5. First call, 800-meter medley relay. First call, 800-meter medley relay. Now coming up on Heat 6. Good idea from Coach Wintermute here to give all these girls a chance to compete at an invite setting. They're doing this with the 1600 as well. So sprint girls get to run 100. The distance girls get an open 1600. So I'm sure we'll see about a bazillion prospect girls in the 1600. I'm up here in the booth today with Brian Casea, the queso, doing the public address today. I got JJ Quick over here on the camera for the main straightaway. Got the prospect student team up here as well doing their webcast. So good night for some track all around. It's about 100 degrees up in this press box. Not sure we can get a window open in here, but like we're going to do our best here. That was Gretchen Heckard. So Heckard now moves into first, 13:98. That is the fastest time so far. Not sure that there's anything but pride on the line in these open races, but always kind of fun to get a win. 1600-meter run open should be hit. And we're here, see Heat 7, getting ready to get on the track. Couple names I recognize in here. Kylie Favia used to run for the Palatine Pack, as we used to coach her as both a distance runner and a sprinter. I see Angelina Figueroa. She's a freshman at Palatine or at a Prospect, but her dad used to run for me at Palatine and was on a 4x4 I coached to the state meet. So this is Tony Figueroa's daughter, Angelina. That makes me feel kind of old. You know? Just waiting on the start here. Clean start. Looks like lane 4. That's Wheaton South with the nice start here. Now we got another Wheaton South athlete in 6. Real close between the two teammates there. They're going to go 1-2. We'll have to check the times here. That's Avery Solo. Okay, that was Treasure Strong in 13:31 from Wheaton South. So by far the fastest of the 7 sections. It's McKaylee Hughes in second there, 13:35. So real close, 400ths of a second between the two teammates. On the track now, Heat 1 of 3 girls, 1600 meters open. On the track now, girls, 1600 meters open. Heat 1 of 3. All right. So on our feed, we got Dave Worster down there putting him on the track. Prospect legend Dave Worster. Hall of Famer Dave Worster. The Moose himself is loose on the track tonight. An incredible presence in the history of Prospect women's track here. The longtime head coach, incredible success that he handed off to current coach Wintermute, who has taken it to another whole level. But Dave Worster, one of those guys that knows how to coach every single track event. Is a track guy's track guy. He's been to every Olympics. He's been to every World Championships. The girls don't even know what an all-star is putting him on the line tonight. All right, so we're going to have 3 sections of this 1600. Start to see who we have lined up here. These will probably go in order from slowest to fastest within the 3 sections. So we'll see which athlete's able to win here and set the bar in this first section. He said you should. And we're off. You're going to be filming the curves. All right, let's see who the early leader is here because you see him go down the back stretch. Let's see, Queso, who's this in red here tonight? Who do you think this is? Guessing maybe Naperville Central. Looks like that might be our top seed here is Brooke Schaefer, Annika Madrid. A lot of the athletes here have run just under 7 minutes for their personal best, so we're going to keep track of that. See if we can get some PRs. It's a really nice night for distance running. Low wind. Wind's just kind of drifting a little bit out of the west northwest. It's going to be low 50s here, drifting into the high 40s by the end of the meet. So yeah, my guess is that we're going to see some real PRs in this thing. These guys are certainly way under PR pace the way that they've even started this. Be fun to see a lot of big personal bests out of these ladies tonight. Yeah, they're through in 85 seconds, which is 5:40 pace. None of these girls are listed as having run any faster than 6:53. So see the girls kind of come through the start finish line. And our leaders here, it's white jersey. Can't quite pick out the hip number from up here. Looks like a Wheaton South athlete and a Naperville Central athlete. Opening pace was definitely a little hot versus the personal best of these girls. So Prospect girls are gonna be happy. They've got their playlist going up on the stadium PA now. There's been much concern from the Prospect girls about getting this music right for the meet tonight, which I agree. Sounds good. I see a bunch of Prospect girls pointing up, like either the ceiling can't hold them or the volume needs to be up. We're going to come now to take the half-mile split. These girls are on huge PR pace. They're going to come through they're going to be on 6-minute pace here, or just a little over it. We'll see how they run this lap. This will be the crucial lap. 3:04, so that's 6:08 pace. A lot of ladies in here trying to get under 7 minutes tonight. This whole big group that you're seeing come through now, they're on 6:40 pace. So again, great idea by the meet organizers to give all these girls a chance to run. Can see our leaders now coming through down the backstretch. Good battle here between Wheaton South and Naperville Central. You see the girls going down the backstretch in that camera. Leaders are approaching the 1,000-meter mark. Let's see who wants to win this one. They're side by side here with okay, now we got a move by Naperville Central. And Wheaton South responds. Or did my eyes deceive me? Is this Wheaton South? I don't think so. Who is this in the white jersey here, Queso? Oh, it's Hananega. Apologies. Polynesians to Rockton Hananega. The Indians. Yeah, I know. We got the Indians against the against Naperville Central here. And now she surges again. We're going to get some great PRs out of this thing. They're 4:41. These girls, the kick here, they're going to get under 6:30, which would be a huge new best. Battle on the high jump apron. Rockton Hananiga, Naperville Central, Prospect in third. Oh, yeah, we did have a fall. Naperville Central there, our athlete in fourth there fell, picked herself up, so she's coming back. You can sleep. And now a kick from Naperville Central. She's really smelling this big PR. I mean, I don't know if this is Schaefer or Madrid, but these Naperville Central girls have been running well from the start. The hip numbers are going to be facing away from us tonight, so it'll be kind of difficult to see. She's really kicking hard, though. This is going to be a great effort from her. Always love seeing a young athlete set a big personal best. Look at her kick here, folks. Yeah, we'll see her figure out who this was right away. Look at that PR, 6'10 tonight. Nobody in this heat had a PR better than 6:53 before the race. So that tells you that we're going to have some good distance times tonight. As you can see, the athletes crush that barrier. Yeah, Coach Wittermute celebrating down there with his athlete. That's exciting. You know, this is why coaches put this stuff on, give kids a chance. Tons of personal bests. When you see the results here, you're going to get PB after PB. I see the athletes stream into the finish there with their new personal bests. Almost everybody in the heat is going to run faster than the fastest seed before we even started this thing. Wow. Let's check those results real quick. 6:10 for Schaefer for the win. I mean, that's a 43-second PR by her list today. So Salinas from Rockton in 6:19. Yeah, wait a minute. That's fine. I need runners to get me sandwiches. Yeah. I know. I got you. Hey, can you get a... Still have a few athletes finishing here. We'll flip back to the stream so we can see them finish. Let this run. We got you guys want to get like concessions again? All right, here we go with Heat 2. All right, good start. Our fastest listed seed here is Ella Gunderson from Prospect at 6:10:32, followed by Olivia Brick and Nora Seaman both also with 6'10" personal bests. So we'll keep track of that. This is the kind of race where we're really expecting to see some girls break 6 minutes. And that's it boded well when we had the supposed slower the three sections open in 6:10. Uh, so we should see multiple athletes here. I would think under 6 minutes. You see them come through the 200-meter mark. This prospect in the lead here. Good, strong pack together. So hopefully we can keep a bunch of girls together. That'll give them a good running group to get through this race. Last race opened really fast. They're out in 85. We got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 girls in the lead pack. So that's good. Somebody's going to emerge from here, but all 8 of these girls will run fast if they work together here. You see them coming now down in the front stretch. Loving this. This is out really fast. Again, they'll be out 82, 83, 84. So we got 8 girls through an 85. But, we got 12, 13 girls through under 6-minute pace at the 400 meters. Come down the backstretch on the second lap now. That's Prospect in the lead. Such great distance programs in this meet tonight. You got Manuka have been state champions in cross country before. Prospect's been state champions in cross country. Wheaton South has won multiple state trophies under my friend Rob Harvey in cross country. So yeah, really quality distance programs, always with a lot of depth. You have Naperville Central, another strong program. So really, really good girls program. Some of the elite of the elite here at this meet tonight. You would expect even the depth parts to be good, Prospect continues to lead, but we have this group of 8 is still away. They're going to be on nice pace. This is going to be maybe 550, 540 something pace here. I'm guessing they're going to be through about 256, 257. We're going to see real quick who wants to break 6 minutes. Yeah, 257 for the leaders. Whole front group, 8 girls still through under 6-minute pace. Now here you go. This is going to be the race. We're going to see some level of break. Looks like we got 3 Manuka athletes here following the 2 Prospect girls. So definitely feels like the pace is picking up as we go down the backstretch in our third lap here. You can see them approaching. You can tell the pace is increased. The girls are kind of in a line now. Our 2 Prospect teammates. I'm guessing that's Gunderson and O'Meara. Based on seeds, though. We'll see. They've moved away. They're still under 6-minute pace here. This kids in 6th, 7th, and 8th, right over 6-minute pace. So everybody on course for real nice personal bests. This is going to have to be a kick. Definitely could see a negative split here. The cadence on all these athletes has definitely picked up. Again, on a gorgeous night for distance running here at George Gaddis Memorial Stadium, the Prospect Girls Relays. All right, they're gonna be right around 4:30 or over, so gonna be really exciting. You're gonna see Prospect Girls really rallying to their teammates here. 4:31. Yeah, a lot of girls in there cheering. The Manuka girls all saw the split and can smell 6 minutes if they really kick. They need an 80, 88, 89 up front to break that 6-minute barrier. Always huge for a young girl. It's kind of fairly similar to a 5-minute mile for a high school boy, for these girls to break under 6. See Coach Wittermute there on the backstretch, definitely giving it to him. Definitely knows that they got a chance to break under 6 minutes for the first time. Good coaches always are aware of those barriers, and I guarantee you he is. We have, is that maybe Manuka? Manuka into third. She looks like she might be able to win this thing. Yeah. We didn't know which ones you got. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Thank you. And then they didn't have any Sprite. Thank you. Oh, Diet Coke. Yeah. Was that the last queso? Right? No, that was queso. Going to be a good race. We have Wheat is Manuka or Wheaton here? Manuka coming on strong. Prospect against Prospect, though. They're racing to the clock. They've got 6 seconds here. It looks like it's going to be just over 6 minutes. It's going to be real close. Nope, 6:01. Huge PRs for the girls. Again, nobody here was seated under 6:10. That was Malin O'Meara in 6:01.14. So a 16-second personal best. Gunderson, her teammate there, a 9-second personal best in 6:01. Real strong performances by these girls. Can you repeat it? Sets of five. Sets of five. Check it out. See, that sounds like it's all good. Oh, thank you so much. Thanks, Kesa. Unless you want to read it. No. Nobody can. You can't even hear your own voice. It's fine. You see the girls continue to finish here. We're going to pop over to the results. Looks like the top 5 in that race, all lifetime best. So what a race. That's an incredible achievement for these girls. Biziarek from Wheaton South, a PB in 7th. Michelini from Prospect, a PR in 9th. Salinas in 10th. Wilson in 11th. All personal bests. So I think 9 of the top 11 there ran their lifetime bests. It shows you what kind of night we're going to have here. As we line up here, as you can see now, Heat 3 takes the track. Top seed here is Prospect Junior Addison Lennox. She comes in with a 5:37.82 personal best. Grace Barnes from Prospect also with a 5:37 personal best. So we have a couple pretty tough athletes. 5:37 would be varsity on a lot of teams in the state. So again, speaks to Prospect's depth of performers here. And here we go. We take our start. We have a great group here. 5 prospect athletes surrounding 1 Naperville Central athlete. They're on solid pace. They're not quite on that 5:37 pace. Looks like Lucy Wintermute with the lead there too. 2:51 at the half. Lucy, Coach Wintermute's daughter, she's run 5:54 in her career. I used to coach her when she was a little kid in the Palatine Pack. She's running well here. Good for Luce. And we watch Dad yell at her on the backstretch. Here we go. There he is. He's down in the crouch. There he is. He's telling everybody to get going. We got a big move here by Prospect down that backstretch from the outside. Prospect with the 1-2-3. We've got Naperville Central now kind of tucked in there. So pace looks like it's picked up a little here based on they might work themselves into a negative split here. Faster second half than first half. And there's Wintermute now edges to the lead. Would be a big win at a home invite. Lucy's brother Bobby also runs for the Prospect Boys. He'll be in action here tomorrow at the Prospect Boys Stogie Relays. And Prospect Girls 1-2-3 with the Wintermute on the inside.
Where are your guys from, Mom? Approaching the bell lap.
Big PR pace. Yes.
Prospect, and more prospect. Go Knights.
Would be a big win here. I don't. It looks a little like. I don't know if that's Rachel Raub on the outside there or not. Big move now. You can see Coach yelling at his girls. Prospect girls all finishing well here.
Please get off the track.
Big last lap here. We're going to see a lot of personal bests or near personal bests. It's been well played by the Prospect girls who have really unleashed
150 to go. It's Prospect.
A big kick here in the back part of this race. Oh, yeah, this is going to be in the 540s. We got to see what kind of last 100 meters these guys have. Looking like low 540 or under. We'll see how fast she can close. And Coach out there taking a picture of his daughter. I would too. She's running the race of her life. Big close by Wintermute. Oh, and she dips under 540. First 2 girls under 540. 15-second personal best for Lucy Wintermute there. Lots of girls under 6 here for Prospect. That's count 6 already under at 550 or better. That was Grace Barnes with the win. Strong stuff from some of the girls there. That was Erin Collins, the freshman, with a 542 personal best in 4th. Ayla Messick, 541, the freshman in 3rd. See the girls continue to finish here. Hop over to these results here. Prospect 1 through 6 there. Personal best for Lucy Wintermute, Erin Collins, Ava Veros. So 3 PRs there. Barnes though with the lead, with the win. Great move there in the last 300 meters to take that race away and win. Always fun.
First exchange.
Welcome back to the stream here as we get arranged now to start the varsity section of the meet. See Coach Worcester giving him the instructions here. We open with the varsity 800-meter sprint medley, which is a 100, a 100, a 200 into a 400 meters. Got the cameras positioned out tonight so we can see the action in these exchange zones. It's always kind of fun in a relay meet to see those exchanges. So we will be able to catch quite a bit of that action tonight. Just a single heat here tonight. Smart meet. We've got eight teams or 9 teams, 9 lanes. Makes everything go real fast.
Can you repeat that again?
See the girls get situated down into their blocks.
Flight 2 triple jump. Runways are open. Starting in 15 minutes. Flight 2 triple jump. Okay.
No real seeds to give here. I mean, this is the first big invite of the outdoor season. Really not a event that gets run that often. So just have some pure competition here. Obviously, the most important piece is the 400-meter leg because it's half the distance of the entire relay. So you'll see this explosive sprinters battling to give these quarter milers the upper hand here.
Wait, 4x4 people do steps?
Just waiting on the exchange zones here to get arranged. Got white up at exchange 2.
Exchange 2 showing white. Exchange 1 showing white.
All right, we're ready to go here.
Do your sprinters do weights the whole winter? I'm sorry.
And here we go. Prospect with a nice jump in 5. See them hit these exchange zones down this backstretch. Good stick to Prospect. Prospect in the lead early. Really nice leg here. Great exchange. Now we got Naperville Central to the outside trying to come back in. Another strong handoff. Now we have, looks like Manuka to the inside of Prospect. Good battle here between Manuka and Prospect. Manuka is a team on the rise. They have a great freshman class this year. Very close now heading into these quarter milers. Like as I said, if it's all about positioning early and then the quarter milers decide it. It's Prospect and the Manuka Indians. Prospect holds the inside here. This is going to be a good battle all around. This is Diana Skalamovska, one of a whole host of really strong Prospect quarter milers you'll see tonight. but Manuka is giving her a heck of a fight. This one could go down to the wire. It's going to be close. This last 100, everybody's going to be real tired. We'll see how it goes. We got a build from Manuka now into the home stretch. She's going to challenge. This is going to be an exciting finish. And now it's Manuka. Manuka, well played. Is going to take the win here over Prospect. 148. Prospect second, Naperville Central third. See them streaming in here. Close race there for fourth or fifth. Manuka 148.72, so a convincing win.
Meet record still stands at 144.63. On the track now, DMR. On the track now is DMR.
A move now to the distance medley relay. Seeing if we
second call
perhaps got a split on that first race.
First call 1600 meter sprint medley relay. First call 1600 meter sprint medley relay. The 2248 first call.
So we turn now to the distance medley relay. The distances here 1200, a 400, an 800 into a 1600. This race is famously run in the indoor season in Division One track and field. Looking back at that last race, we had a 58.14 on that anchor for Manuka. So that was a heck of a run. I mean, Skalamovska runs a 59.62 and was beaten convincingly there in the home stretch. So great race by Manuka. We want to keep watching them throughout the night. They have a really strong blend of older girls on this team with a dynamite freshman class. Freshmen that kind of extend across many different events here tonight. So definitely a team to watch. I mean, Coach Kevin Gummerson's got roots here in the Mid-Suburban League. His dad was a longtime Hall of Fame coach at Conant. And Kevin went to Schaumburg High School and has been an incredible coach in his own right. So he's the head coach here of the Manuka Indians. We'll be watching that Prospect Manuka battle throughout the night. Both teams are pretty balanced across the board. So we should start with the 1200 here if they're running the collegiate order, and then into the 400 to the half mile to the 1600. Again, as with the sprint medley, the 1600 is the longest portion, so that athlete has the biggest say. We also will be getting splits here in real time from Coach Negliaccio down at the finish line. So those we'll be able to kind of see how the athletes are progressing through their various legs here tonight. Yeah, this will be a one-turn stagger. So they're gonna break. They're gonna run in lanes through the first 100 meters. This is operates a lot like an 800 meters run out of alleys. Here's our start.
DMR meet record 315 set by Prospect in 2025.
Strong start from lane 9 here. It looks to be Loyola Academy. She just looked behind her like she didn't. She was like, "Where is everybody?" And now they tried to move toward her. See them at the 200 meter mark there. Real fast split for Loyola there. I think she kind of looked backwards like she was wondering where everybody was at. Might be a clue that she's out too fast, but we shall see. As Manuka folds here into second, and that's Wheaton South in third.
Prospect moving into fourth.
Loyola takes the lead here. Real quick pace out in 72, so real strong pace here. It's a senior Anna Zajac from Prospect there in fourth, as now the field comes together. Prospect into third. We got a great race here down the backstretch. 4 teams with Grays Lake Central trying to get into it. Now Manuka to the lead. Great race. Very well contested here. You can see them here as they come through the 600-meter mark of this leg. 4 athletes could tap each other on the shoulder here. Now we have, it looks like Manuka asserting herself a little bit here with Zajac now trying to come into second on the outside by Loyola, possibly suffering from that early pace.
Prospect moves in the second. Loyola close behind. Manuka still leads, but
Wheaton South has stalked this well. See if she can hang. 234. It's a strong pace, but they definitely slowed down a lot there. That was they were through in 234, so that was an 880. And now we are going to have a familiar refrain here, which is Prospect and Manuka. Manuka and Prospect battling down the backstretch. Get our backstretch view here. Now Zajac into the lead. We'll see if Manuka has something for her now here at 200 meters to go in this leg.
Prospect, 200 to go on this leg.
Now we space out a little bit. Loyola holding on well, but it's certainly a really fast opening quarter. Probably hurt her a little bit. Then Zajac, the senior, to the lead.
Coming on the home stretch.
You'll be able to see this exchange here now. Interesting exchange always from a 1,200-meter leg. They're not running that fast into what is now going to be a 400-meter leg. So you'll see some more explosive sprinting here out of these exchange zones. It's freshman Audrey Childs, Palatine Pack alum.
400-meter leg.
Audrey Childs had a nice freshman year so far, and now we got Manuka. This is going to be a battle now. Manuka charging real hard to get into this race. We shall see if Childs can hold her off. Now Manuka with the challenge. Manuka by. Great leg so far from Manuka. Manuka, authoritative run by Manuka here. This is going to be a heck of a split. She really, really ran well here, folks. See Manuka take the exchange into the 800 at 4:53. 3 seconds up. That is Meg Peterson of the Prospect Knights, it looks like. Don't need to say too much more about Meg Peterson than has been said before, but she has anchored the last 2 state champion 4x800 meter relays, so she knows how to run this event.
She will be running for the Fighting Illini next year.
It's Illinois signee. And Peterson now to Manuka's shoulder. We'll see. Not too many athletes in the state are going to have something for Meg Peterson. very experienced relay runner, and frankly, just one of the best runners in prospect history. It's not often that you give her the lead and you get it back. We'll see. She had to go out pretty fast. We'll see if Manuka can fold in here.
Manuka, Loyola, Wheaton South, Grays Lake Central.
Now Peterson has reversed this deficit and has opened up about a 3-second lead here. As they
and adding more.
really expect Peterson to open this wide open now. Such a strong athlete. Always been a pleasure to watch, even since she was in middle school. All-stater in middle school for Arlington Heights South, and has continued right through her high school years. I'm not sure if you had to count them all up, but I think Meg Peterson does not have enough fingers to hold all of her All-State and team trophy medals. When she graduates, she'll be one of the more decorated athletes in school history. Here she is taking her team to the lead in the distance medley relay in her senior prospect relays. Looks like she's going to hand off now to freshman Juliana Mihalopoulos, another athlete I was fortunate enough to coach when she was in middle school. We shall see. Mihalopoulos is going to inherit a nice lead, but Manuka has a stable of really strong milers. So we'll continue to follow the action with Mihalopoulos now with the baton.
Final call, 4 by You're up in a bit, kind of. Be ready.
Mihalopoulos continues to lead. We'll get the split here in just a second. We're kind of watching in real time. That was 2:18 flat for Peterson on her leg. It looks like, well, let's see. I'm trying to do the math here. Yeah, 2:18.1. It looks like Manuka's catching a little bit. She was measurably slower, just by a couple tenths in the first lap than Mihalopoulos. Still, Prospect was up by 7 seconds at 3 laps to go. Freshman's got some work to do. We'll keep charting this gap. Right now in third, we have Grays Lake Central, who's moved up nicely through the race. The lead is definitely diminishing. We'll see if Manuka is able to catch her here in the next lap. Mihalopoulos looks good, though. She looks like she just turned it over a little bit more. Two to go, 9:51. So the lead has shrunk a little, maybe a second and a half. So looking like Manuka may run out of track on this one. I mean, she shrunk the gap by 9/10 of a second there, but still trailing by 5.5 seconds at 2 laps to go. Based on Mihalopoulos' action, this is not happening. She looks to be actually increasing her lead now.
The gap has slightly widened. Still Prospect.
Juliana ran for Mount Prospect Lincoln in middle school, where she was an all-state athlete in both cross country and track in IESA. Um, Legendary Mount Prospect coach Steve Schaefer, who's one of the greats of IESA coaching. Gianna looking a little tired, but definitely still has a healthy lead. She comes through and takes the bell. Quick check over her shoulder. We'll see how she responds here. Cadence picks up a little bit. Coach Wittermute telling her some instructions over there on the backstretch. She looks good. $200 to go. Meet record today. Let's ask Coach Queso if he knows the meet record. 12:22.15. That's already gone. A lot of great prospect relay teams here over the years, so hard to snag a meet record in this thing. Mihalopoulos is going to take the win here in 12:41. Manuka with another fine finish, so they are going to finish second here. Grays Lake Central third. Some splits here.
On the outside.
So after that strong first leg, Loyola does come back to get fourth, and then Wheaton South ends up fifth. Mihalopoulos anchor carry there was 5:27. 5:31 for the Manuka anchor, so that was kind of your relative times, in case you were wondering off the splits. Splits are available on the live results. You can find on PalatinePack.com via link, or just search up on Athletic Live for the Prospect Girls relays. You can catch all of the results and splits as they happen in real time. Here's our results. Still one team out there, so we still looking to conclude this distance medley relay. Looks like Glenbrook South still finishing. Up next, one of the most exciting events in track will be the 4x100. Just one section of JV, one section of varsity. We'll have those handoffs for you. It's always kind of fun to watch those exchanges. So crucial in the 4x100.
On the track now is a JV 4x1. Meet record 50.
All right, we move next to the junior varsity 4x100. Again, no real outdoor times for these girls yet, so we don't have any seeds to base ourselves on. Some very strong sprint programs in this race and in this meet. Again, highlighted by Prospect, Manuka, Wheaton South, Naperville Central. Still waiting on some runners to arrange themselves here at these exchange zones.
Wide all around. Track is yours, Mr. Davis.
All right, runners in their blocks here. Clean start. Looks like Manuka in 7. Here we come into the exchange. That's Prospect. No, it's Manuka at the first exchange, though. And now Prospect charging here in the middle of the track. Coming to exchange number 2. Still Manuka. Still Manuka. And a familiar refrain. Manuka and Prospect. Now Prospect. Charging hard through the zone. Going to come down to this all-important final handoff. Prospect a little long. Oh, a little long, still gathering. Now it's close. We have a close race. Now we have Naperville Central trying to come into it. Prospect and Manuka. Prospect and Manuka. Looks like it's going to be Prospect. Good time from the JV girls here. Looks like 51 seconds and change. 52:08.
On the track now, the Varsity 4x100. Meet record in this event 49.73 set in 2024.
Now we line up for the Varsity 4x1. Always one of the highlights of any track meet. Incredible track record here lately with the Prospect girls in this event. Been state placers in this relay as part of their state trophy teams. We'll see which group runs out here today. This has been Nikki Nabrugi lately. Looks like her going on to anchor, one of the faster sprinters in the state. Prospect will go out of 5 here. Seed times, Prospect is listed with a 47.16. Manuka with a 48.75. Those are the only 2 teams with a seed under 50 seconds. Now, most teams have not really run that too much this year. Maybe these teams have had one meet and run this already, but not too many times where these teams have run. So this will be one of the first cracks at this event. The class of the state this year is Homewood Flossmoor, enjoying one of the more incredible sprint seasons in Illinois state history so far. They just ran 137 in the indoor 4x2, which was within a tenth or two of being the fastest ever run in the history of Illinois. So definitely the sprint unit everybody across the state is trying to catch. Their star senior Mariah Robinson, Homewood Flossmoor, the defending state champions in girls 3A track and field. prospect last year, the runners up in Class 3A track and field. So this relay is a key piece for the Prospect Knights. We will also keep our eye on this again. These Manuka varsity athletes, they have a nice balance of established juniors and seniors and a really strong freshman class. Very exciting unit.
Track is yours. Quiet for the start, please.
All right. Kurt Davis, our starter tonight, calls them into the blocks. Assistant starter Jay Marshall, two of the better officials in Illinois track and field here tonight at the meet. Uh-oh. And we have a called back. Did not see that. Did you see it, Queso? Did not see. We have Marshall running over now. Not sure what the call is.
It's inside. It'll be on the inside of Marshall. He's on that side.
Officials are talking here. We'll see if everybody stays in. Do not think that was a problem with the starting device.
Oh, he's out there.
Not quite sure what happened there. Could be a misfire on the gun. Both officials playing with their guns down there. So get everything sorted here. Be back in a moment.
Call 4x8. First call 4x8.
Still do not see anybody disqualified here. I don't know what's going on. So we reload and here we go. Again, we'll be watching for this action in the middle of the track. Prospect in 5, Manuka in 6.
Let's try this again. Please quiet for the start.
Clean start this time. Prospect making up the stagger here as they come to this first exchange. Little long for Prospect, but they come out of there in the lead clearly. Made up the stagger against Manuka, way out ahead here. And here we go to exchange number 2 is good. That looks like Elise Freeman, if I got that correct, for Prospect. They're way out ahead in this thing. As they come to the last exchange. Oh, a little bit of a slip and a look there. It's going to be Prospect. 48 low, 47 high. Looked like maybe it was Naperville Central up there for second.
We have a new meet record, folks. 48.19 for the Knights. Previous meet record, 49.73.
Meet record for the Prospect Knights in 48.19.
Followed by Manuka, Glenbrook South in 4th, and Warren in 5th.
Strong results there. 3 teams under 50 seconds. It's a heck of an early season 4x1. Naperville Central 49.90.
2248. Lanes for the first two legs are yellow. Exchange, second and third are green. First exchange, Manuka.
Nice result for Prospect. 48-19 is a good time. I think Coach Arms will look back at that one a little bit and not be quite in love with all those exchanges. First one was a little long. The second one was like she didn't quite grab it on the actually on the third one she didn't quite grab it. Kind of looked a little bit. So nice. Shows that the speed is there. You refine the technique a little bit, and see that relay run in the 47-second range. All right. Now we move on to the girls 1600 meter sprint relay varsity. This is going to be a 2248 in this
the 2000 meter medley relay.
So the sprint medley, it's going to be a 2248. Again, it's worth saying in these medley events, when half the distance is packed into one kid, that's going to be the greatest emphasis. Now, obviously, you can win it at other places, but this very much comes down to the 800 meter leg more often than not.
Meet record from 1600 meter medley relay. The 248 is 407.46. Set last year by Prospect Indy.
All right, we get lined up here for the girls 1600 meter sprint medley. So Prospect definitely was under the state qualifying mark for this year's 4x100. That's 48.65 this year. So they were 48.19. The other groups there definitely starting to hunt toward that time. I mean, you're looking at a second. It's definitely a nice night out here, but definitely not a great night for sprinting. It's still in the mid to low 50s. Great low wind tonight, but definitely not that kind of warm weather that the sprinters love. So we're getting situated here. And this one. Yeah. All right, we're set for the start here. Open with a 200 meter leg here. It's Prospect in the middle, lane 5. Looks like Naperville Central to their outside. You have to have a lot of sprint depth in this meet. You know, the sprint races kind of keep coming one after the next. Now we are to the exchange down in here. We can see there's Prospect with Naperville Central to her outside. Prospect now coming into the quarter-mile leg with a good lead. She's a good leg here. Strong run by Prospect again. Again, this meet is such a showcase of the Knights' depth. They can cut in here right away. It's a two-turn stagger. As Prospect takes it down the back stretch. Sure who the athletes are here. This is Garcia here on the quarter leg. It's been running really well lately. Garcia had a real nice meet at the indoor MSL Nagel Sailor invite. It's been running near 60 seconds. So definitely maintaining the lead, although it is within reason here for Naperville Central. And now Manuka in third. Gonna pass off here to Ella Benassi, the senior for Prospect, as Manuka comes in close, though, about a second and a half down going into the 800-meter leg. As I said before we started, this 800-meter leg is determinative. It's half the race. So we shall see. Real strong attack here now by Naperville Central, pulling into second. And she's firing real hard to come get Prospect. This could get exciting here, folks. Naperville Central, a real hard charge. Let's see if it's too hard of a charge early. You always want to get to the shoulder of the leader in this situation and as fast as possible, but without crushing the rest of the pace for your race. So Benassi's had a nice smooth run. Naperville Central has really had to extend to get within reason here. Still, we tighten up. Can Naperville Central get to the Prospect senior? Benassi with the lead. Now it's down to about 5 meters. And Naperville Central looking good. Can they come from behind on the Knights? It looks like they might. We'll see what kind of fight the senior has. Naperville Central had to really come fast. Will she go right by her? She will go right by her. Strong move. This has been a great leg for Naperville Central.
Prospect in second.
We'll see if Benassi has any kind of comeback here in the last part of the race. Naperville Central's had to go very hard now at 200 meters to go.
It's still Naperville Central. Prospect in second.
Prospect looking like they're going to now be caught for second as Manuka comes on strong.
Coming to the home stretch.
Going to be a really nice run here by this Naperville Central anchor. We'll grab her name. That looks like Danahy is listed as the athlete on anchor today. And now that looks like Torres from Manuka pulling into second. We're going to get Prospect third and then Wheaton South in fourth. Now Loyola into fifth. As we move to our results here as the last couple teams finish in. 4:18.86.
Naperville Central takes the win in that race with a time of 4:18.86.
4:18.86. We'll have the splits up here in a second. Looks like, yeah, strong anchor leg there. 2:21.6 from, I think that was Danahy on anchor there. Very, very well done. All right. we'll pause here
Team race.
for a moment as we now turn to the 100-meter hurdles. They put the hurdles onto the track.
Scores all the times are added up. What was the third time?
So we'll have 4 heats here of the 100-meter hurdles. The winner is determined by adding the aggregate times here of each of the 4 athletes. So they score all 4, I believe. So real test of hurdle depth. You'll definitely see some hurdlers here in this race that do not hurdle that often. Always in a relay style race.
Final call. 4x8. Final call.
Heat 1 of Mia Kirchner, Naperville Central in 4, Alyssa LaFortune, Wheaton South in 5, and Madison Moore, Grays Lake Central in 6.
First call. 4x2. First call. Quiet from the start.
Get it as close down there so you can kind of get the start. You see if you can like get it as close down there so you can get the start. I kind of moved it so you can see almost the start. It's hard. So we're inside. Yeah, JJ, make it so they can't get through. Will you take these out? You're making this so people can't get through. What are you doing? No, I already moved. I moved it here so that you see through that little. So you can see through here. Kirchner here of Naperville Central coming at you. Just going to take the lead in section 1. Again, we're going to add up the times across these 4 sections to yield the relay winner. So there will be both an individual winner, but also the team points will go to the relay winner. Bit of a glare up here in the press box, so not quite easy to get you pictures from where we're at here today. But time there on the first section. Those Kirshner was 20.90. Heat 2 on the track, and we'll have 9 athletes here. See our entries. Good start. Strong start by Annie Palm there from Prospect. Now we have Walker from Naperville Central. Palm getting Prospect off to a great start here. She's going to take the win. It's Palm in 1787. Strong time for her. $18.67 there for Walker. Frostoff girls with some solid times.
Winner that beat 1787. On the track now, heat 3.
We turn now to heat 3.
Sister in this heat, Stella Palm is your top seed with a time of 17.5.
Got a little sister action here as Stella Palm is the older sister, is the top seed in this heat. So we'll see if the Palm sisters can go with back-to-back wins. We have a full field here of 9 athletes, so we'll keep our eye on we'll keep an eye on who has the bragging rights in this house tonight too. I mean, we got 1867 from Little Sister, or no, 1787 from Little Sister. We'll see how Stella goes. You know, stuff like that matters. Gun is up. Good start by Palm. Real strong rhythm from her. Looking great. Just got to keep striding. Here they come. She's coming back a little, but she is going to make it for the win there and the bragging rights in the house. That was a little bit under younger sister's time. 1764. It was close. 1787 for a little sister. So, yeah, bigger sister wins the race and keeps the bragging rights in her house about who can hurdle faster. Desicani of Manuka, 1805 there in second. Annika Troncoso there in third, 1817.
On the track now is heat 4. 4x8s, you should be behind the time ready to go.
So we move now toward our final section of the 100-meter hurdles.
As a reminder, state qualifying time was 15.4.
Top seed here, Charlotte Connor, the junior from Mount Prospect. We flanked by Gianna Caldwell of Manuka and Olivia Farina, her teammate of Prospect.
Individual record is 15.93. Wide for the start, please.
Connor comes in with a seed time of 15:30. Could be wrong. I think Connor was a state qualifier last year in this event as a sophomore. Really strong technical hurdler. I think she was very impressed by her last year during her sophomore season. She, just needed to add muscle and speed as she goes through her career here. It seems like she's taken a step up. She's been on the Prospect Sprint Relays this year, and has definitely moved into a bigger role now as an upperclassman rather than the up and coming sophomore that she was last year. So we'll see how Connor goes. She's got her teammate Farina to the inside, and then second seed here is Gianna Caldwell Manuka to her outside in 6. And we have a callback here. Did not see it. I saw a nice start from one in there, but did not look like a false start, but we shall see. Jay Marshall and Kurt Davis talk a little bit. See if there's an indication. Talk to both of the prospect girls, but they remain in the race. So no call has been made by the official. And we reset. All right, our starter Kurt Davis now is up the ladder again. We reset. Clean start this time. Looks like Farino out of the blocks. And now Connor's coming for her, but the prospect girls 1-2. Oh, Farina hitting hurdles now. Way off her rhythm. Way off her rhythm. Oh. Wild race there. It looked like that was going to be Farina. She was hurdling a heck of a race, but if I look down in her lane, all 4 of her final hurdles are on the ground. So Farina, much potential there. Things to clean up, obviously, but if she can get the back half of her race together, that could have been a win to her, the teammate Farina there. So Charlotte Connor wins there in 1578.
4x8. Up next, 4x8.
Prospect, your apparent event winners. Obviously, they won all of the heats save for the first one. For perspective, state qualifying in that event in Class 3A is 15.40. So Connor with some work to do. Kind of a tale of 2 races there with the teammates. Connor very much left in the blocks by her teammate Farina, yet maintained her composure. Like I said before, a very good technical hurdler, and came through and was able to win. Farina, we'll look at the tape of that one and love the first half of her race and not love hurdle 6. She bashed hurdle 6 pretty hard and then was off rhythm after that. So let's see. Third place there was Erickson of Glenbrook South. And now we move to the 4x800. Oh, shoot. Clean start here. 4x800.
Top seed in this event, Naperville Central with a time of 9:27.5.
Naperville Central with the early lead. They're also your top seed. Really fast start here by Naperville Central.
Same crowd again.
As we have Prospect trying to come into
Naperville Central.
the lead here.
Wheaton South.
We got Wheaton South in third. And then kind of a whole group. Minooka laying back in the group there. So we come through the quarter in 67, so decent pace. Prospect out in 68-69, a couple seconds off the lead. I don't want to say it too many times during this race, but this is the Prospect Knights signature events. They are, count them, the 5-time defending state champions in this event. Much work to do for them on that count this year, because it's a new year. But you can rest assured that there will always be some pieces of the 4x800 around for the Prospect Knights. 145.46 for Naperville Central here at the 600. So this is a good leg. We're looking at 220 low if she can close. And it looks like she can. Prospect trying to come into this, but like she is not going to make it by the exchange. So we come to our first exchange. Naperville Central looking good. This is going to be 223, 224. 225 high at the exchange. Prospect 227.
Naperville Central Prospect hunting in third, and then a battle for fourth place with 3 teams.
Now Naperville Central builds the lead. That's maybe 10 meters.
Central.
More than that now. I think this is Malia Scorza from Prospect on second leg here, trying to chase down Naperville Central. And then it's another 25, 30 meters back to third place. Now Minooka moving into third. You can see the rest of the action in that curve. 5 teams kind of come together here, as Naperville Central maintains this lead. Scorza has not given up on this, though. She's still coming. She looks like she has good action. Another former Palatine Pack athlete running now for Coach Wintermute at Prospect. And Scorza now chops into the lead. Here she comes. The Knights never go down easy in this event. It's a point of pride. Naperville Central now lead down to 5 meters. As Scorza reels it in. And now as we come to the top of the backstretch, you can see just how things have tightened up. Scorza now is charging. She can smell the blood in the water.
Charging down the backstretch.
Look as this develops now, though. We have Minooka into third and also charging after Prospect. We've got a race here, folks. Looks like Grace Lake Central in fourth. And now Naperville Central's found the energy. You can see how close it is now at 200 meters to go in the second leg. And here comes Minooka. Minooka, the Indians charging after both. This could be a 3-way tie by the time we get to the second exchange. Exciting race. Exciting race. And now Naperville Central re-kicks. We've got a good one here, folks. Always fun. And now Scorza. Scorza to the lead.
It's first to the exchange.
Great close by Amelia Scorza there. And now at Naperville Central and Minooka chase. Great three-way race, and now it's Naperville Central right back to the lead. And now Minooka. We have a race here, folks, and Prospect folds into third. As they come by our backstretch camera, you can see the 1, 2, 3. Strong attack by Naperville Central. Prospect has not let this go. Still maintaining here. And now Prospect comes back. Perhaps a smart pacing by the Prospect athlete. And now she comes back punching. What an exciting race here, folks. Still, we have Naperville Central. Nice rhythmic running out front. Now Prospect challenging for second. Wheaton South in fourth, with Grayslake Central in fifth. Naperville Central now maintains the lead, probably about 5 meters. Let's see out our top cam here. Then about 25 meters back to Grayslake Central and Wheaton South. Now we look for some action down the backstretch. Now Minooka. She's decided to play. This is a decided move by Minooka. She's going to go right by her. That's the way you're supposed to pass, right by her. And now Naperville Central's on the back foot. Can they respond? Prospect still has not been dropped from this group. We'll see if she can gather. And here she comes now after Naperville. But Minooka striding out into the lead. About a 5-meter lead now. Does Prospect have another close in the last 150 meters? And now Prospect into second as Naperville Central fades, but it is Minooka. And we're hoping for a battle on anchor here as Meg Peterson, it looks like, from Prospect is going to take the stick on anchor against Minooka. Again, the 5-time defending state champions in this event, the Prospect Knights. Hand off to Meg Peterson on anchor against Minooka. This should be a good one. Peterson immediately cuts in to grab the lead, and she knows how to run from the lead. She's done this in the last 2 state finals, where she's found the lead, relaxed, and then had a savage kick to carry home the state championship for the Knights. Looks like much the same strategy here, daring Minooka to come get her. Meg Peterson, the kind of kid that wins a lot of races these days before they even start. We'll see what this one looks like. The lead is wide open now, even in Peterson's second half mile of the day. 15 meters on the backstretch. And growing. Now we have Naperville Central coming back toward Minooka. And in a strong run, as you can see, from Grayslake Central coming into this from behind. Grayslake Central wants to be into this top 3, but Peterson has just run away from this field. I mean, just 400 meters ago, this was a close race. Taking the baton side by side, they may be up 40, 50 meters at the end of her leg. Now Grayslake Central, they're getting a great leg. Grayslake Central now into third, as you can see them coming through. And wow, what a leg by Grayslake Central athlete here. As Peterson does Peterson things. And Peterson goes to her arms, opening up down the backstretch. What a powerful athlete. It's going to be a great addition to the University of Illinois' track team next year. She'll join a group that was just a podium winner in indoor track and field. The University of Illinois Fighting Illini going to get a great one in Meg Peterson, a winner. One of the great champions in Mid-Suburban League history. And there's been many of them. Always fun to watch some greatness in action as Meg Peterson here finishes off her leg. Not going to be as fast a time as you may normally expect from the Knights, but there's some younger pieces in this one. They win in just under 10 minutes. Splits in a moment. This has been a great leg by Grays Lake Central. We'll get you her split on anchor here. They're going to finish second in 10-10. Manuka now will be third, 10-14. We've got Naperville Central, 10-19. Then Hananega, Warren, Loyola, and then Wheaton South here. Kind of in arrears. Shout out to Coach Harvey, who's home with his sick mom today. We miss you, bud. Hope your mom's doing well. You see the times come up on the screen there. That was just a shade under 221 for Peterson. So not a crazy fast run for an athlete who's run 210 before, near 210.
Of the meet, the 2,000
Grays Lake Central there closing in 225.
National debut run in this order. Ladies and gentlemen, you will see a USA.
All right. We still have some people to finish here in the 4x800. Coach Casea is getting hyped up over the 2,000 meter medley here, which is so rarely run that whoever wins today will have the national lead. I guess that's one way to get a national lead. You should contest an event that nobody else in the nation would dare contest. Now, does nobody contest it, or they don't contest it in the order in which you guys do it? Okay, so that technically makes it.
My apologies. It's now on the track. 2,000 meter medley.
2,000 meter medley relay comes next.
What is it? This relay is contested in the orders of 200, 600, 400, 800. What is it?
Well, this medley relay is the kind of concoction that only like a middle distance coach would dream up. It's a 200 to a 600 to a 400 to an 800.
In a different order. So today you'll see it contested in a different order. I don't know if Athletic.net will give you the USA #1 best time, but let's go for it.
Top seed here again is the Prospect Knights. It's a bit of a broken record. We shall see. Again, you have to have so many middle distance parts to contest this meet in general. Lots of 200, 400, 600, 800 meter runners. So designed smartly at what the Prospect Knights are very good at. So we'll see them all over this. Coming up after this one, we have 2 heats of the 4x200. So again, you have to have a 200 meter runner to lead this off. Then you have to come back with 8 more 200 meter runners in the next 2 events.
Final call, 4x2 final call. Second call, 300 meter roll hurdles. Prospect hurdle 3, you're up soon.
So far, score-wise, Prospect is on top in the varsity with 66 points. Manuka second with 58. Naperville Central third with 40. So we have a slightly close race here. A lot of events still to go. We are not reporting any field events as of yet, although I do see the high jump is completed. So we're waiting on some of those field event results to come in. See if we can check some of these field event scores. Still not showing any field event scores in the live results. So sometime soon, we're just waiting for those to be reported and logged in.
Just an update on scoring. Hananega is in 9th with 4 points. Warren in 8th with 10. Loyola Academy is in 7th with 12. GPS is 6th with 16 points. Grace Central is in 5th with 22. Wheaton, South is in fourth with 24 points. Naperville Central is in third with 40 points, and Memphis is in second with 58 points. And your prospect Knights are currently in the lead with 66 points.
See the girls lining up here.
16 minutes scored.
So this is an awkward exchange. We're going to have a 200 into a 600. I think Coach Wintermute, I think they break very early in this, right? After only like 100 meters or so. I think they kind of invent their own exchange zone for this race. So we'll learn a little bit about this race as we go.
This race will be contested in distances of 200, 600, 400. Waiting for the first leg. First exchange is yellow. Second leg runs first curve in the lane with a break line on the home stretch. Second and third exchanges are green. Very unique to this meet. The marquee event of the evening.
Coach Cassé just insists that this is the marquee event of the evening. If you say it enough, it has to be true, right? I mean,
I was gonna name it, but I thought it'd be too big. That's gonna be next year. Ryan Albert, 2,000 meter event.
is it how I do? Yeah, just for fun.
It's British. I said it was British, but it's not a birthday.
All right. Our starter, Kurt Davis, is up his ladder looking for the exchange. We're waiting on the 600-meter runners to arrange here. You can tell the girls are starting to get cold. The sun's going down here, so a little easier to see through on the webcast through the window where we're shooting, but it's starting to finally get cold in here. We may need to shut the door.
What? Who's it?
Yeah. All right, we're down in the blocks now. Clean start. 8 teams here. Again, we have Prospect, and it looks like Manuka fairly even in the 100-meter mark.
6 minutes and 0.5.
Prospect definitely has made up the stagger, and now here we go.
In Washington, eyes on the clock. We're looking for a time faster than 6 minutes and 0.57.
6 minutes and 57 seconds, and it seems to be the
6:00.57.
Oh, 6 flat 57 is the national lead contested somewhere in Washington in March. Not in this order, as we continue to look for the national leader here in this. There we go. Prospect and Loyola, Manuka, Hananega. Strong top 4 here as they come through. So this is through 200 meters. These runners have 1 lap to go now. They're running 600 meters, so it's a middle distance special, maybe an up jumped quarter miler or a downshifted half miler here.
As a refresher, the record.
Very close. Now Prospect extends with Loyola chasing.
Loyola right behind them.
Looks like Manuka 3rd here, Hananega 4th. Still a close race. We'll see if either of these runners can get to Prospect's shoulder. Down into the final curve of this 600-meter leg. Again, going now to one of the 20 Prospect quarter milers that seem to be populating this meet tonight. Incredible display of middle distance running depth as usual. Strong finish by Prospect here. We may get our national leader. Let's see. All right, 2:17. at the second exchange there. This is a really strong start by Prospect. Explosive action here to begin this quarter-mile leg. Always good when you got a slight lead in a relay to put it out there. Like, it makes them chase even harder, discourages your chasers. It's a good strategy if you are able to hold your form together at the end. Make them play your game. Prospect looking very strong here. Looks like Prospect by about 30 meters. This is, looks like Manuka second. This is Loyola second. As Prospect comes to the exchange, going to Ashley Skelton. Running one of her first races of the season. One of the best basketball players on Prospect's MSL champion basketball team this year. Also a former Palatine Pack athlete and an all-stater at Mount Prospect Lincoln. Funny how all those things keep working together. Coach Schaefer has got quite the stable of former athletes up here running at Prospect High School. And Skelton with a huge lead now, 50 meters. As you can see, going through our 200-meter dash cam, just lead is. Runner with a lot of family lineage in the Prospect program. Her sisters have all run for Coach Wittermute and been huge contributors on some incredible Prospect teams. See how Ash goes. She's going to have to run a nice second lap here. It's looking like we will be able to get this national lead, though, that Coach Kasea has been talking about so much. I know, 6 flat 57 in this never run event. Makes me 5:56.36 is the meet record, so we'll keep our eye on that as well. Lots at stake here. Skelton looks to be tying up a bit here, but a really strong start. We still got about 40 to 50 meters back to Loyola here in second, then Naperville Central third, Manuka fourth, maybe Wheaton South fifth there. As Skelton continues to lead, she's definitely tying up. She's got a very tall athlete. She's kind of got some up and down action going in this final curve here. Don't think she's going to break 6 minutes here without like a roaring kick, and she does not look like that's going to happen. We shall see. She did shift a little bit here now that she saw the finish. This may be enough for the mythical national lead in this event. Although it does. 0.57. And we have a national leader.
National League USA #1 time. Nice. And we have a battle for third. It's Manuka on the outside.
There's Loyola and now Central and Manuka. Manuka to the low. Close one for third there. You can see Naperville Central teammates celebrating.
Official time 5:59.38. USA #1 time. Congratulations, Coach.
Prospect 5:59.38. Coach Wittermute acknowledging from the infield the incredible nature of their accomplishment. Always good to have a little fun, you know. I mean, all right, we wait for a couple teams to finish here. You can see the results on the screen.
Let's bring them in, folks. On the track now is
All right, we turn now to the JV 4x200 meter relay. Going to be able to get some nice footage of these handoffs here.
The record in the JV 4x1 is 51.88, set by Naperville Central.
Wait, it was a 4x2.
4x2 was.
And we turn now to the JV 4x200 as Nathan Favia and Bobby Wittermute walk into the room. The big ballers are here.
We only made like.
Yeah, no, this is on the live stream. Favia, say hi to everybody on the live stream.
Hello. What's up, guys?
Everybody in the live stream, we got the prospect mafia in the house. Just talked to Bobby Wintermute's mom.
You gotta have a little fun with drag queens.
I know, it's our live stream. It's free. It's not like it's not like we're gonna get fired.
Yeah. Do they have a varsity one? No. Put that on Miles. Put that on Illinois running news.
Send it out. National record. National lead at the.
National lead.
All right, we're waiting on the starter here. We're still on yellow here on the back stretch at exchange 1. Always fun to watch this start. The lane 9 stagger is almost in the straightaway here at Prospect because the track is so big. You'll be able to see. Should we await the start?
She's so scary, dude. Actually, I think the 4x1's the scariest.
Another called back start. We have not had a disqualification yet tonight, but that's the third one called back. We shall see what our co-starter Jay Marshall talking to some of the ladies down here in the first 3 lanes. See if a call has been made here or not.
4x2.
All right. Looks like everybody remains in the race here. So not sure what Jay Marshall's been calling here, but he's one of the better teaching starters and referees. Always like helping kids make sure they know the rules. Sometimes these early season meets, he'll use a teaching moment and let a kid stay in. We got a clean start here. See them now come down the backstretch in this backstretch camera. Definitely Naperville Central in 7 with the best start here. She's really rocketed into the lead as we come into the zone. You're able to see her. Now Prospect closing. Now let's see on the stick. They were looking there for Naperville Central, and they're away. Decided lead here. Coming out of the south curve. Still all Naperville Central. Now here we get a charge on the inside from Prospect. Here we come. And now we got Wheaton South making up a little ground on the outside of Naperville Central. Good run through the zone by Wheaton South. And now a little bit extended there on Prospect. Mangled exchange from Naperville Central there. They were looking and did not make a good, clean connection. So now at the top of the backstretch, it'll be Prospects.
Roar down the backstretch. Naperville Central.
Now we have Wheaton South still charging on the outside, but this is decidedly Prospect with a little bit of action from the inside by Manuka. But this is all Prospect. Strong exchange there by the Knights.
As a reminder, the 4x2 is 150.3.
Strong finish. We'll see. Doesn't seem like we'll get under that meet record, but we shall see. It's 150.3. We're at 144. Need a good close here. Going to be close. 151 and change there. So our JV results 151.31. So about a second off the meet record for Prospect. We turn now to the Varsity.
Varsity 4x2. State qualifying time at its back is 144.
Top seed here is Prospect 142.81. Now, not sure where that seed comes from. They probably have not run that. That would be significantly under the state qualifying mark of 144 and change. Manuka, second seed here to Prospect's outside in lane 6. It's a pretty strong Prospect lineup as listed here. Brugi to Falls to Skalamovska to Garcia is the listed foursome for Prospect here. We'll see who actually runs. Not always. All right, we'll wait for them to arrange.
flag is white. The flag is white.
All right, we have the okay at the first exchange. Looking good here for the start. Again, we're going to look at prospect here in lane 5. Strong lineup here. It's dead sticks out here tonight, but the temperature is definitely dropping. I mean, it's probably in the high 40s at this point. Lots of girls wearing blankets on the infield, so that's a good sign that it's not warm. So sprint coaches will focus on the execution here and know that a lot of times the times will come as the temperatures rise. It's supposed to be in the 70s and 80s every day next week. Yeah, it's supposed to be 80 on like Wednesday. And we're off. We're going to look to Nabrugi here in the middle of the track, although we do have a strong start also by Naperville Central in 7. Here comes Nabrugi in 5. Nabrugi out to a blazing start. We'll see what the stick looks like here down in the exchange. We're going to get a great view of it. A little bit of a slower exchange there. Not quite what they're looking for, but again, speed matters. And so we have, this looks like Victoria Falls here, making up the stagger now on Naperville Central, who's in second, to her outside. Always interesting, these early 4x2 exchanges. If people are going to look, sometimes people are fading a little early in the year. Prospect looks there, no blind handoff, and they're off. I think that's Diana Skalamovska as she continues to build a lead. That looks like Naperville Central to her outside. It has not left them, but they decidedly are up. Central is two lanes to their outside, so this is a pretty commanding lead. As we come to the final exchange, this will be Garcia. That was a solid exchange there. You see now Prospect out with a determined lead. Strong running here to her outside by Naperville Central, but this should be all Prospect. Yeah. Going to be a nice time right near state qualifying, just over 145 and change for the Prospect Knights. Like Nuka there in 4th. Let's check our results. 145.45. So about a second over state qualifying there for Prospects. Naperville Central second and 147.12. Always good to be under 150 this time of season. So we see Manuka go under 150, Wheaton South right at that mark. So, all right, we're moving along. We're into our last few events. We're going to be into the 300 hurdles here. Then we just have the mile run, the weight women's relay, and then the 4x4s to come. So not that many races to go. 4 heats total here of the 300-meter hurdles. We'll take a bit of a break as they arrange the hurdles on the track.
All right. Hello, I'm JJ Quick. We are on the 300-meter hurdles.
Fairly close.
300-meter hurdles today. So far, and I've gone off so far. So, wait. So far. So far, I'm JJ Quick, and we are doing the 300-meter hurdles girls relay.
Tell them who your race cameraman is.
Chris Quick is the race cameraman right now. We have 4 heats of the girls hurdles.
What's happening?
Let's see. It's all very important. Let's see.
Guns up.
Gun is up. And we are rolling with the 300-meter girls hurdles. Clean start. So far, lane 9 out and ahead. So far, leading. Not too fast. So far, we have in fast hurdles. Let's see. Lane 9 still leading.
It's a stagger, dude. Get crushed.
Lane 2 is leading right now after explodes hurdles. Let's see, coming down to the backstretch. Lane 2 is leading. Lane 2 has a pretty big gap so far. I don't think it's going to be very close for the... I don't know. It's Glenbrook South with the lead. Oh, lane 9 is blasting the hurdles in the last few. Let's see, it's going to be close. 56. 56-4 for Grays Lake Central. 604. Glenbrook second, Glenview South with 57.4. And then third, Sophia Meyer from Glenbrook South in 58. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah.
It is. I like it.
Computer. Yeah. Now we are on our second heat of the girls 300-meter hurdles. See.
Switch over back over to the street.
Gun is up right now in the second heat of the 300-meter hurdles.
Scoring is 12, 10, 8, 6, 4.
Let's see.
12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. And JB is 6, 5, 4, 3.
The second heat of the girls 300-meter hurdles is off. So far, lane 4 is having an explosive start out and catching the stagger on lanes 3, on lanes 5, 6, and 7. Let's see. Lane 4 had a pretty explosive start out of the blocks. Let's see if she can maintain and do it all the way to the line. Let's see. Let's see. Lane 4 is still leading pretty hard with 100 meters to go. Let's see if lane 4 can hold the whole way. Let's see. It's going to be close now between lane 4 and lane 7. It's going to be a sprint. Lane 9. Let's see. Here we go. It's going to be a sprint finish.
South. It's close.
Wheaton South barely clipped the hurdles on the last one.
Central takes heat 2 at the time of 54.53.
Interval sensors. Penelope Walker takes it with 54 seconds, 0.53. Elisa Silva from Wheatonville takes second with 54.66. And third, Wheatonville took it with 57.5.
Heat 3 now,
Now we're on heat 3. Gun is up in the 300 hurdles for the third heat. Let's see.
No, misfire.
Misfire. The starter. The girls are standing up currently in the set three. Misfire. Let's see. Now. Gone up in the air. And we are off in this third heat of the girls' 300-meter hurdles. Clean start. So far, 2 has made the stagger up, and lane 6 has made the stagger up. Let's see. Can they hold on to the explosive starts that they have had? Now 6 is really gaining on all the lanes so far. Let's see. Lane 7 is also having a good race. The inside. Let's see. Who is going to take this? It's going to be very close. 100 meters. 100 meters to go. Prospect in 4. Prospect in 9. But it looks like Glenn 5. Naperville Central is currently leading. It's going to be a big gap for Naperville Central right now. Naperville Central wins with the fastest time of the day so far. Naperville Central wins with 50.28 seconds for the 300-meter hurdles. Second place was Hailey Jefferson from Manuka with 51.46 in the 300-meter hurdles. And Anna Palmer from Mount Prospect with 51 seconds in 36. In 2 weeks, you will see a lot of the distance girls racing at Palatine Distance Night, the greatest the greatest event in the Mid Suburban League. Fast seated 300-meter hurdles for girls is up. Gun in the air. And we are off so far. Explosive start by lane 2 right now, making up the stagger on 3. Now we're progressively. 2 is moving up. Prospect girls 2 and 4 and 5 are making the stagger up right now. But it's still, we have 100 meters to go right now. Let's see. It looks like Glenbrook in lane 7. But Prospect Girl is leading currently in lane 4. Let's see who's going to bring them in. Lane 5. It's a very close. Prospect with the lead. Prospect is going in. Let's see. Can Prospect hold it off? Prospect 1, 2, 3.
What's their state ball?
Clara Connor 47.24 and Olivia Farah 47.5 and Jordan Demick from Rockton
48.688 is the state qualifying, so it's pretty close.
Very close, those first 3 to the state qualifying. Now we set up for the girls' 1600-meter relay. Right now, we are getting ready for the girls' mile. Let's see. The team race is 2 heats so far. Let's see how they're gonna. A lot of these girls will maybe be racing at the Palatine distance night. Let's see. The gun is up right now, currently. Let's see. The first heat of the girls' mile is up. Let's see. It's going up pretty fast in a big clump. So far. 2 Glenbrook teammates, 2 Glenview teammates, 3 Glenview teammates working all together through. Let's see what they come in on the 200-meter split. So far. So far, 3 Glenview teammates all together in one line. One bringing out. They are coming in at. They're coming in at 40 seconds for the first 200 meters. 80 seconds per lap pace right now. A good conservative start. Two people have really broken away in this race so far. They are in the front leading very strongly. Let's see if they can hold upon this lead. These are 2 Glenview teammates working off each other. Glenbrook South teammates working off each other right now. Very good way of running a race by working off your teammate. Let's see. They come through at 1:22 so far for the first 400 meters. They're slowing it down and keeping it calm and relaxed so far.
Top seed time is 5:56.
Top seed time is 5:56. These girls are way under that time. They are going way faster. Let's see if all these girls can set a PR today. The Glenbrook South teammates all working together right now at the front. In third is another Glenbrook South girl. Followed by Lena Marks from Warren. Let's see. Coming through the next 200 meters at 2:08. So far, a great race run by these 2 teammates. Very fast race so far. Let's see. They're going to come in through the 800 at a. They're going to come through the 800 soon. One teammate is starting to pull away from the other. This race is going to be starting to pull it apart. Let's see. How many of these girls can go under sub 6? 2:54 at the start for the leader at the 5:50 pace so far. So far, the girl in leading from Glenbrook South is looking very good and relaxed so far. She's separated from her teammate, though. So let's see. She's going to have to knock away this pace all alone. Solo. Whole time. Yep. Glenbrook South is going to come in at the K at through at 3:40. so far on 550 pace.
45 and 6 minute pace.
Who's leading right now? Is it GBS up there?
So far, the Glenbrook South girl is well at 550 pace.
It's GBS 1.
She came in a top. She came in seated
All right, gotta watch that.
at 556. This Glenbrook South runner has one lap to go after this. She comes in at the 1200 meter mark at. She comes in at. Let's see. 427 so far. She's got a lap to go. Let's see how fast she can kick and see what time she can run.
The pace is definitely slowed down here a little
The
bit.
pace is slowed down from. They opened up in 35. They opened up in 40 seconds for the first 200.
I think that costs a little bit.
100%. Opening up in an 80 to follow back. You gotta have more even spots. Oh.
When you're to him do both, I'm like, if you're doing this, I'm like, sorting. This is
I'm gonna leave high jump to the end.
Let's see. So far, Glenview South is 1-2. Glenbrook South is 1-2. Followed by Warren. Let's see. Bring it 1200. Let's see. A big kick by Glenview South. Glenbrook South. Let's see. She's going to run a monster PR for her time. She was seated at 556 for this. So let's see what time she can run. The straightaway is right here. She's kicking in as hard as she can. She's going to run a new PR. Well under her PR right now. Let's see. What can she run? She's going to run. She's going to be right on. Let's see. She's going to be a little equal to her PR.
I think she did.
Glenview South's second runner ran sub 6.
Peyton Fry there, it looked like.
Nora Duell from Glenbrook South ran 557. And Peyton Frey from Glenbrook South also ran 6 flat for the 1-2 in the first heat of the 1600 meter relay. Run. Yo, it says relay. That's why I'm getting confused.
Down the home stretch. Here we go.
All right, and now we turn to one of our premier races of the evening. Many thanks to JJ Quick for jumping on the mic here for his first experience ever on the live stream. We're gonna turn now to this second heat, which has got some real heavy hitters in it. Let's get into it. So our top seed here is Allison Kalkworth from Prospect. She has just been on fire lately. She ran a 5:0. I think she ran 5:07 for a full mile out in Oregon a week ago. So the sophomore has really, really come on. Had a great cross country season. Scored on Prospect's runner-up team in the state final. So we have her here. We have Melinda Torres of Manuka another senior that's been running well. Long tradition of seniors running great for this program. She's entered with a 5:07. We saw Charlotte Danahy from Naperville Central earlier today. I think in the 4x800 with an like a 220 or sub 220 or right at 220 split. So she's here with a 5:07. Eloise Graft is entered with a 5:10. Natalie Nas, another strong Manuka runner, 5:12. Caitlin Miazga, again, same story. Great race by her a week ago at the Oregon Relays for Prospect. Paige Jokum, 5:15. Anna Zajac, 5:15, on and on. 11 athletes here seated at 5:20 or faster. Looks to be possibly Danahy out front. We'll get and maybe Torres. You probably will not see Kalkworth early on. She's an interesting runner. She's very power-oriented. She's a great back half runner. She's stalking this pace somewhere around 8th or 10th right now. So watch for that as it plays out. We look to have Danahy, and I'm guessing this is Torres. If not, that could be Nas. That may be Natalie Nas as well. Looks like Torres in 4th here. Again, Kalkworth 3, 4, 5, 6 is in 8th here, running with Miazga and Lobash, her teammates. We'll see how this develops. Solid first split. Whole field way under 80 seconds. So we have a hot pace as we expected with I'm guessing this is Danahy and Nas out front. And now maybe it looks like Torres into 3rd as we move to the backstretch of the second lap. Now here comes Kalkworth. I told you this is an athlete to watch. She took it easy, and now she has hit a gear. We will see whether she's able to get in the mix here with these two leaders. I love Kalkworth's style. She's very much patenting this style this season. Is not maybe the most explosive 200-meter runner in this field, but is very much a strong, powerful athlete. And she has chopped into this gap. 8th here a lap ago, now into 3rd. But the ever-dangerous Danahy, I think, is in the lead here with Nas in tow. Kalkworth will have to see if this strategy can work against this caliber of runner. We now have Torres coming into 4th. Followed by, that looks like Miazga, who's been having a heck of a season for the Prospect Knights. That's your top 5. And now Kalkworth, per trend, is on to the leaders. Here it comes. You're going to see the move hit down the backstretch. This is Kalkworth's time of the race. Easy running early, on the gas late. Starting to be one of my favorite runners in the Mid-Suburban League, Allison Kalkworth. And now that looks like Nas with the challenge as Kalkworth comes by. Danahy back to 3rd. And now looks like Miazga into 4th ahead of Torres. Exciting race here. Kalkworth has played her cards well, but is she going to have the kick to finish this thing in the last 600? Danahy is not completely out of this, and she showed good speed earlier tonight, 220, and now she is coming back into this. We'll see if Kalkworth's move is something she can maintain. She's hammering off the front here, trying to break up Danahy at least, and Nas at best. This one's going to be a barn burner into the last lap. It's the Prospect sophomore and the Manuka senior. We now have Miazga holding 4th, now being passed here into 3rd. I'm not sure who that is going into 3rd. Maybe Warren. And now we have Kalkworth and Nas staring at each other eye to eye as we come into the backstretch camera here. I'll give you a great view side by side into the last 300 meters. What a battle. What a Nas. Natalie Nas from Manuka. Will Kalkworth have a response? We shall see. Kalkworth has not had the best finishing speed as of yet in her career, but a very courageous, talented athlete. Nas made the right move, though. This one may not be coming back. We come into 150 meters to go as she's going to come out of the night behind the scoreboard here ahead of the Prospect Knights. Looks like Natalie Nas is going to run away with this one. Should be 5:06. 5:06 is my guess here. It's a very strong run this early in the season. Kalkworth is going to finish well. Yes, 5:06. This guy with the always with the estimate. Now a big run from the back by Manuka. Manuka looking to win this as a team. Great run there by Manuka for third. I'm not sure who that was into third. I think Torres ended up third on Manuka's team there. As the runners stream in, there's Zajac finishing at 5:29. Our Wheaton South athletes right there around 5:30s. Very exciting race. Always great to race the 1600 under the lights. Yeah, that was Nas in 5:06.20. That's certainly an athlete I've enjoyed watching in the past. She's been a distance night participant. It's a meet that I run every year. But Allison Kalkworth continues to put herself into good situations. 5:09.50 for the Prospect sophomore. She'll be disappointed to lose, but you know, if you would have told her 6 months ago she'd be running under 5:10 on the regular, I bet she would have taken it. That was Paige Jokum with from Manuka with the great finish there to nip Danahy at the line. 5:16.01 for Jokum. Probably the fastest last 200 meters in the field. Torres there in 6. That was Sammy Ognar of Glenbrook South. Kind of came into that late as well. Well paced by her. But the team win there decidedly to Manuka. Up next, the much anticipated 4x100 meter throwers relay. Always one of the highlight events of any meet. An event where there is perverse pride. I've seen all kinds of weird configurations of the throwers relay. I've seen versions of it with men where they carry the shot put as the baton. I've seen the weight kids trade off sandwiches as batons before. There have been a lot of versions of this thing over the years. Always a little bit of fun, a little bit of hilarity ensues. We'll let them arrange that. All right, we have our intrepid throwers as they head to their starting lines. We have a few brave throwers using their blocks. You know, there's always some schools that have a ringer in here. You know, okay, that's good. I was wondering, we had throwers in lane 2 and 3 there that were gonna look like they're gonna use the blocks, but they cleared those off right quick. We do have, let's see, lane 6 is gonna be down in the blocks here. One brave thrower gonna lock in and get her sprint on here out of the blocks. After this, we're going to come to our conclusion with just 2 more races: the JV 4x400 and the Varsity 4x400. Meet should be over by about 8:10, 8:15 tonight. Well done all around. Good execution early in the season.
Waiting on first exchange. Is there a flag at the first exchange? One all around.
And we're off in this 4x100 throwers relay. It looked like lane 6. Hopefully we can get some of these rumbles out of the exchanges here. Oh, prospect. All right, and we go down the back stretch. They look like lane 5 maybe. Is that Manuka? Who is? Let's see here. That's Warren actually in 5. It looks like they're in the lead. Here they come into the curve. Yeah, I think that's Warren. It's kind of a slow motion lead. Everybody's getting fired up on the infield as they kind of come out of the darkness into the final exchange. The anchors. This looks like that looks like Glenbrook South, perhaps. Yeah, the Titans. The Titans down Naperville Central. But the Titans. Remember the Titans forever with their win in the 4x100 meter throwers relay. Prospect. We found the one race that Prospect couldn't win tonight. All right. Good job, ladies. Let's get our results. Let's see what happened here.
Takes the win with 1 minute 0.95.
Nobody under a minute in that one. All right, we get lined up now for our final two events of the night. We have the JV 4x400 first, the genius of this meet. 9 lanes, 9 teams, only one heat of stuff like this. Makes a good fitting conclusion to the meet. Hananega is listed here as the top seed in lane 5. Prospect to their inside in 4, Manuka to their outside in 6. Those are your top 3 seeds going in. So we'll track how those 3 go. This will be run in a 3-turn stagger per normal outdoor 4x400 rules. Ready? Clean start.
Here we go. 4x4.
Fast start by Manuka here. You can see them coming out of this curve, blazing through the stagger. Already made up 2 staggers, working on a 3rd.
Making up 2 staggers in the lead right now.
Prospect also going well in 4. We highlighted those teams in 4, 5, and 6. Now Prospect coming on strong. Definitely working to reel in Manuka, who's a little bit ahead going into 250 meters to go. But here come the Knights. It's Prospect now, finishing strong. Drawing from that deep cupboard of quarter milers and rolling now. Manuka paying for that fast start. As Prospect comes blazing through the zone. Not too many JV teams are going to have a leadoff kid go 61-62. Coach Kasea. That is not a normal thing. Wow. Not sure who that was for the Knights, but that was a monster leadoff leg. Great back half of that race. And now Prospect's up by 25. Opens up a huge lead. And growing. 50 meters now. As they flex their 4x400 muscles as she runs by her teammates, the entire Prospect team in the southwest curve.
Prospect still in the lead.
Great run here by the ladies. Got Wheaton South now pulling into second. We'll leave it here on the exchanges for a bit before picking up Prospect. Prospect now is gone, up 30 to 40. No. Watch through these exchanges here before we come back around to the Knights. Now it's Prospect coming out of the curve onto the backstretch with a decided advantage. Aggressive running here. Not sure who this is. This might be a Favia. Shorter stride, but explosive and fast. This might be Kylie Favia here. Yes, it is. Another former Palatine Pack athlete, one of triplets here at Prospect with her sister Bree and her brother Nate. She's tying up a little bit here as she goes into the zone, but maintain the lead. They're 3:14 through 3 legs. Really aggressive start by Prospect on this final leg. Watch these handoffs here. Wheaton South still hanging second, Minooka third. As we get Prospect exploding down the backstretch. This is the JV 4x4. My Lord. They still got about 40 meters, 30 to 40 meters on Wheaton South here, though. Wheaton South has closed this gap over the course of this race. You can see them trailing a little bit. Prospect tying up a little now, but they should be comfortably in here with the win. We shall see. Strong running by the Wheaton South girls here. The Tigers have had a nice JV 4x4. Sorry, no, this looks like Fabia now. I'm getting my girls wrong, unless they were both in here. What? Yeah, this is Fabia. Sorry, I'm getting people wrong from up here in the booth. Prospect takes the win there, 424.
There's a battle for third.
Close for third here. Close for third. And ooh, close one there. That may be Minooka in the lean from up here. Very close.
Minooka in third.
36-67. There's a team missing there somewhere.
Here comes Race Lake Central.
There's your times. 422.88 for Prospect for the win. Still think we were missing another team there that was with Minooka. Coach Niliacho probably needed there we go. No, we're still missing one. Guessing that was kind of a close finish there at the wire. Maybe he needs a little bit extra time.
On the track now, final heat, final event of the evening, Varsity 4x4.
And now we come to our final race of the evening. Prospect has already been very good in this relay. They ran 3:55.75 at the Oregon relays a week ago. That will not be the lineup we see tonight. I'm guessing this will be, as listed, four of the depth pieces of the prospect nights. So we'll see how this goes. Manuka's listed at 404.46, kind of late at the end of a relay meet. So we'll see which foursomes run today. All right, and here's our start. Final race of the evening, the best race in all of track, the 4x4. Pretty even so far. A little bit of lane 8. Lane 8, that'd be Naperville Central. And now in the middle of the track, we have Manuka and Prospect. It's the usual suspects of tonight's racing. As they come out of the darkness here, it still looks like Manuka. And now Prospect charging from the inside through the stagger. Still Manuka. And on our inside, that's Rockton Hananega. Hananega has the lead here. Far inside of Manuka and is made up the stagger on Prospect. As we go to the exchanges here in this 3-turn stagger, that is decidedly Hananega. They came to win here. Hananega. And Manuka in second, I believe.
That's Manuka in second, but charging down the backstretch in third.
Or and a big move on the backstretch. This looks to be Manuka to the lead now over Hananega. Great leg here by Manuka. She opens up a 5-meter gap now over Hananega, who had a great leadoff leg, but has not been able to hold the lead. And the Manuka Indians really, really putting it out there. This is going to be through halfway, 202. Very, very good. Strong running there. Prospect in third, Grayslake Central in fourth. Hananega disappears into, Manuka disappears into the night as they hit the top of the backstretch with a decided lead, 20 meters. And driving. Great looking first 200 from this Manuka athlete. Got some action. You got some athletes running back and forth, having some fun with their friends here tonight. Great atmosphere. Kanye's power over the loudspeakers. And we've got a great race here for second. 4 teams coming together, but it is Manuka running away with this one. Naperville Central, Prospect, Hananega, and Grayslake Central competing here for second as we come to the exchanges. Lots of action coming through the exchange. Manuka through in 305, and now 3 teams come together here.
For second place, 3 teams are through. Well, Manuka still with a commanding lead.
Manuka up 50 meters, 40, 50 meters. Great racing by the ladies here of Manuka. We actually have nearly 5 teams coming together in here for second. Very exciting race down the backstretch from this chase pack, but it is all Manuka. You can see their lead in our backstretch camera. Watch the secondary group come through. It's a lot of action here. 5 girls within touching distance of each other here. Manuka is going to run away with this, probably in 405, 406. Now Grayslake Central into second. Manuka 405. It looks like Hananega third, Prospect gutting it out for 4th. Now Naperville Central fading a bit to 5th. Wheaton South in 6th. Spirited race there, especially inside that chase group. As we conclude our night of racing here at the Prospect Girls Relays. 4:05:41. 59:64 on the anchor from Manuka. 57:88 Grays Lake Central on the anchor there. New meet record by Manuka. 4:05:41. 4:05:57 was our previous record here, so they slide under it by just a little bit. Hananega anchor also under 60 seconds there in 59:09. Some real spirited racing. Always what you want to see out of the last event of the night. We've been happy to have everybody here on the stream tonight, and we thank you, and we will catch you next time. Next week we will be at the Gus Scott Relays hosted by Naperville North, hopefully with our full pre-show. And our man Carson Vittorio will be back in tow. He's out in Arcadia tonight, watching all the racing out there, covering it for Illinois Running News. It's a dedicated servant to the sport, somebody I'm proud to know. We'll be back together next week, calling the meet together, and hopefully doing our pre-show. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.